ain't gon' bounce. Got it out the mud, my nigga.
Hey guys, welcome to another segment of Voice of the Streets. I'm your host, Tori Hayes, and today we have special guest, Mico Cocky.
It's Cocky, y'all know I'm in the building.
So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling real great. You know,
Oh,
I'm
good.
feeling spectacular, splendid.
Nice. What'd you do today?
I woke up, I ate a great breakfast, and you know what? I said a prayer.
Nice.
I ain't the most spiritual person, but I said a prayer. And I prayed that today was going to be better than yesterday.
And so far?
Excellent.
Lit. Love to hear it. All right, so let's get into your early life. So where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
I'm from San Francisco, California. I grew up in the Potrero Hill Projects. And, you know, I was raised by a single mom. It's me and 3 other kids, my brother, my sisters. And, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Sum it all up.
Where'd you go to school at? What were you interested in school too?
I went to school in San Francisco. All of my grade schools was in San Francisco. I went to Balboa High School. I went to Potrero Hill Middle School. And what was I interested in? Music.
Always?
I was in band.
Love it. Okay, what instruments were you playing?
I played the trumpet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything else?
No, I started off with the recorder. I think everybody with a music program start off with the recorder.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, you get to pick what instrument you go to. If your parents got the funds to go get it, we had to go rent my trumpet from Westlake Shopping Center.
Okay.
And I never returned that joint, too. Mama bill probably long as hell.
I'm dead. Okay, do you have kids?
Yes.
You kids, how many?
I have a daughter, Seven Ramaya Domes, my last name, and then I have, I'm expecting, I got another daughter on the way.
Nice. Okay, and then correct me if I'm wrong, you're recently married, right?
Yes.
What's that like?
I ain't gonna hold you. It's a beautiful thing, but it take a lot to get used to because with my career and my lifestyle, it's up to the woman to be able to accept it and, you know, get with it. But as of right now, she's doing a great job as a wife and accepting and allowing me to be me and spread my wings and grow with my fans without feeling threatened and stuff like that.
That's a blessing. That's what's glad to hear it. So when I looked at your Instagram, it said musician and influencer. So what came first? Because I just want to say, I do know that, because I was looking at your music videos, you put your first music video out 10 years ago.
Factory.
So you've been kind of doing this internet stuff.
Ooh,
like,
you
so
do your homework.
Yeah, so what came first?
First came the music. And when I did put out the first record, the recognition I received from like my neighborhood, because if you're an artist, everybody know it start with family, friends, and people close to you that even give you the motivation to keep going. And with mine, I just luckily always was blessed to have honesty from the people that listen to the music, and that's what hit first. You know, like my cousins and them, and then the hood, the block, they like, nigga, this go crazy. Like, this shit slap. Like, you got to keep doing it. And that's what kept me going and made me do another song and then another song. And then it went past the family to where we walking in the mall and somebody walk up to you like, oh, you're Cocky Mob. Like, and I'm looking like, because I don't know them from from a can of paint. It's like they obviously a fan of the music from somewhat. That's what came first for sure.
That's what's up. Okay, and was there like any influences in your family? What made you want to take music seriously?
Take music serious. It came from honestly, just myself. I know this sound like because I'm a Gemini. It sound like some Gemini ass shit on some Kanye type, but it came from me for real. Like, I want to congratulate myself to Mico. Mico, you did a great job with yourself. You are excellent, brother. Keep going.
It was like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to stand on that.
That's what's up. Okay. So, like I said, you dropped a lot of music videos, like a ton. So, what was the first music video you dropped?
First music video I ever dropped. It looked like it was shot on a microwave. You know what I'm saying? It's in there. It's, I had came from the halls, and there was this cat named Emanike, and he just was like, this is the first time I ever gave thought to doing like a music video or music or anything like that. I recorded this song called My Nigga. Mm-hmm. And He was like, man, let me shoot that video here at the song. Let me shoot that video. I'm like, all right, you can do it. He shot that video for $100 and a half of some weed.
Okay, it didn't look like that though. It didn't look like it was that like.
Nah, but it just was. That's what it stemmed from. You know what I'm saying? And then that was the first joint I dropped, and then came the rocking with my 40 after that on some street stuff. I think that's the one that stood out. Before that, it was a couple more. I don't know how much you just saw or not, but a lot. Yes. Okay. Yeah, there was some joints in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones, but something I noticed instantly is that it was so upbeat. Like everything was so live. Everything was like we outside. Like you're like yelling on every beat. Like what is your process like? Do you just get in the booth and you start ripping it, or like do you write? Like what is it like?
See, at that time you want to do it like I can do it. You
definitely do that time because that music is definitely different from the newer stuff.
Answering your question, at that time I feel like I was ahead of my time. Like I see a lot of artists right now that just going crazy, like management and even myself, a fan of like Haiti. Like you know how he came out that I felt like I had that before it even came. Like you know what I mean? We going back to 2013. What is that?
2013.
2013. It's like that's what I was on. But what had me going, my process was I would hear the beat and I would have to be motivated by the beat. And and so I hear the beat. I can't if I hear a beat. It ain't go. It's like it gotta make me feel some type of way. You know what I mean? And then if it had me that all that upbeat right there, that was what I was on at the time. It just was like, you know what I mean? It made me feel like, this made me want to. I'm gonna get on there. And it's cocky, ma. Yeah. And I come on there, you know, just doing my joint like.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, and a lot of your music, I wouldn't say more so the newer music than the old music, but still some old music. I hear a lot of R&B influences or a lot of R&B type beats. Like, you like R&B? Is that like?
I love R&B.
Yeah.
Do you love R&B?
I love R&B.
That's the reason why I love like, R&B.
Women?
Yes. If you get in my car right now, do you want to hear me talk about shoot 'em up, bang, 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 bang?
No.
Okay. What's going to ease your mind and make you feel comfortable?
Facts.
Some R&B, right?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, that's how I did it right then and there. I grew up, you know. I got more mature and understood how life worked.
Yes, I peeped. Okay, so like I said, when I was going through your music, there was a shift.
Yes.
There was a little shift.
Uh-huh.
So you dropped Scars in December of 2019.
Facts.
And then you dropped Sacrilegious in January the following year. And then you dropped Victim in June. And then you dropped Scars, the video, after that. So in that year, everything that you dropped, it just seemed like I was missing something. Like, it just seemed real deep. It seemed real like I'm hurt. I'm feeling this type of way. This ain't right. What happened? And your arm was broken. Like,
yeah, nah. I mean, for the people out there, I know I don't know if we can lead into it or whatnot, but it is. I went through an experience of an event, and it just was. That's where I was at mentally. Like it took place and all of the music that I put out at that moment was the only way I felt I can express myself. Like I think as a culture and as you know what I mean, as not even about the culture, just as a black man in general, we don't go to therapy. You know what I mean? We don't go to nobody. We gonna talk to her. I'm gonna talk to my management. I'm gonna talk to my wife. I'm gonna talk to I'm gonna talk to whoever. Everybody but somebody that is like literally went to school and has a degree to like help me what I need. And for me, music was my therapy. So the music that was put out right now, why it came off that way, because that's how I was actually feeling at that moment.
It seemed real genuine. It definitely did. Did you feel like after doing that your voice was heard, or that the story had been corrected?
I felt like I told my piece through music as best I could. However it was received is amongst the listener. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do feel like I did my part in saying, not correcting anything, it's just more of saying my piece to what took place.
Okay.
I don't want to allude to anything. I want you to know, let you know you got the freedom to ask whatever you can be direct.
What happened? What I read was that someone was shot in a courtroom.
Someone was shot in the courtroom?
I think that's what it said, yeah.
Word? You read that?
You tell me.
Let me see that article right there.
I will show you after.
Oh, my God. No one was shot in the courtroom. Nowhere. Never.
Okay. What happened?
An event took place in Orinda. And it was I came to actually for music. You know, I was there for music or whatnot, and it just went left. Like, as far as like, it was unexpected for myself and anyone else involved. I don't even know how to describe it because everything happened so fast. It's like I'm a regular party. I'm going to speak from like this. I'm a regular party goer. You go to this party and you there, you like good vibes. Hey, what's going on, Mico? Hey, boom. And then it just went left. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It just was unfortunate that some things happened in that moment. And I was fortunately able to survive. You know what I mean? And come out of that situation and be able to still do music. And that's why I'm so passionate now, because I feel like it's a blessing for me to still be here. And much respect, love, and prayers out to all those that were lost during that catastrophic event. You know what I mean? Like, my heart goes out to their families and everything else. And anybody else involved that took a loss, you know what I mean, mentally, emotionally, for that situation, and that's why I can. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, it affected you personally enough for you to like have to make music about it. Did it affect your career in a way that you were able to like tell right away, or did it kind of just happen and then go away?
Nah, a situation like that.
Well, when it comes to your career, not your personal life.
Career and all, it didn't affect it negatively. It didn't affect it positively. It just affected it in the sense of it made me complacent and stagnant.
Okay. Everybody
else on the outside was looking in to see what I was going to do, how I was going to react. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? One thing I can say is, like, with the love I have on these, like, in the industry and in the streets itself, they allowed me to just come speak or make music however I wanted, when I wanted, without judgment.
Yeah.
I've always been that type of dude, type of stand-up guy, honorable, you know what I mean? I pride myself on morals to where they didn't hold, like, any type of bias against me because of the incident. And so when it came to it and it actually came, it was like, I don't even think you could actually focus on the incident. Like, you know, it was more of like speculation. Yeah. It was, all right, that's that guy that was involved in that or that. But when it came to like my career, that didn't really like affect it or not. Like, maybe me on a personal level, like me with bookings and taking certain shows, I'm maybe like a bit cautious on like, I don't know how they might react to this and that. But other than that, it really didn't affect my career at all. It was my personal life that probably was pretty much affected overall.
Okay, I hear you. Okay, so, well, glad we cleared that up.
Ooh.
Let's get back to the music. So, we brought up earlier, I asked you, did becoming a musician or an influencer come first? You said a musician. What type of skills did you learn being a musician that made you be like, okay, I'm an influencer. Like, I do this.
Really just, honestly, my confidence. And when it came to the music and my delivery, how it was so direct. Like you said, he was like, sound like you in there screaming and you.
Yeah, like just jumping up and down in the booth.
A shit ton of confidence. I'm telling the mic, like, nigga, you know who the nigga is, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cocky, bitch.
Just cocky, ma. You know how that go. Like, and then the influencer part, it came from, like, we could do a rundown on how I personally feel like with music I dropped, how it started a wave with music. Like, all right, if we was just to go there, for me personally, when I dropped Rockin' With My 40, however people take it in the streets of San Francisco, I personally watched music shift. You get what I'm saying? Like I went to Balboa High School with I don't know if y'all familiar with Nano. You know what I'm saying? With Livewire. He went to Bal with me. I dropped Rockin' with my 40. He called me on my phone. He like, hey, Meek, you know I got this artist, his name Mozzie. He about to get out. He trying to work with everybody. You know what I mean? And he like, you should do a record with him. At this time, you know, I didn't watch Nano like literally work his way up. Like when it came to like Livewire all the way up to like working with cats. You know what I'm saying? But this was somebody I went to high school with who was just you know what I mean? Yeah. But he was always dedicated to what he did. So when I got the phone call for something like that, and it's just going to the beginning, boom, like that. And then Mozzie come home, and then if niggas know me, niggas know. You go look at the beginning of the Rockin' with my 40 video. We got the interlude. I got the whole introduction, you know what I'm saying, from you go look at when Dame Dash dropped the dropped the movie for Paid in Full. At the beginning, we're like, the streets need me and that. Yeah. They got that at the beginning of Mozzie joint, but this is the record Nano called me for that when he did work hand in hand with Mozzie when he first came home. And that's at the beginning, his intro, and then pew, streets, right? Okay, now let's go ahead, let's go talk to this. When rest in peace, Yace, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love music, and he always made great music. When they came out with that, I'm on that shit again. Oh, yeah. Go look at the dates, look at the times. When I dropped Rockin' with my 40, this is a street record, street banger. Everybody know if you in the streets, they knew what I was on at that time. They knew what it was. That shifted everybody to being like, you know, that lane, you know what I mean? Then Mozzie came, and then he opened up this. I look at this shit like fast track, you know what I'm saying? Like you got all these lanes when you're going across the bridge, you know what I'm saying? And this was the lane right here that was open, that was going crazy. I felt like I was the first fast track lane, and everybody started going through the fast track lane. This is my perspective on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not claiming, I'm not saying, oh, I'm the reason this or that. This is just what I saw because I'm a visual person. Boom, that happened, and that's what went with that when I say when influence. And then, okay, before I know it's probably gonna pop up or something like that. When we go to when I looked at it, like, okay, now this lane is filled up. Now we sitting in line waiting to pay our toll. It's too many gangster rah. I got the 40, I got the 30, I got the I saw, all right, boom, that lane over there is empty. You know what I'm saying? That's when the R&B, I'm like, ain't nobody making no real like music for the females. It's like a pissing contest. And who got the biggest gun and who done killed how many people. And I peeped that. So I'm like, damn, if I was to ever drop a record right now would be the perfect time to do that and go cruise over here. Now this the new fast track. Now boom, we get over there. Boom, we do that. Now we cruise through, right? R&B record go crazy. Boom. Now what we record? Get somebody. If I don't know, I don't know how many people out there heard it or not. You know what I'm saying? Yes. If somebody is the record that I'm referring to, and then now I see this lane open, I'm going, and then now everything is harmonies, everything's a vibe, everything is, you know what I mean? That's what I mean by influence. Okay, got it. And on the influencer tip, how did you think of the idea for the Out the Ghetto challenge? Ooh. You know, I seen that before I knew I was going to interview you. I didn't know it was you, but I seen it and I was like, I know this nigga is not smoking in a grocery store. I was like, is he for real? And then I looked you up yesterday to get ready for this, and I was like, not that being him. Factory. The Out the Ghetto challenge was, for me, all right, so we go back to astrology with me being a Gemini. Love me or hate me, you going to know me. That's how I am. So when it came to it, you know, I hollered at PK, and I got these ideas. You know, we thinking out of the way. We got the single featuring Magnolia Chop, Out the Ghetto. How do we market this joint, right? So for me, I'm just thinking of the most ghetto shit I know of. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So prior to me even doing the Out the Ghetto challenge with the smoking, like, I'm just being me. Like, you ever been in a restaurant, you know what I mean? You get your drinks or whatever served to you, whatever, and it ain't hitting right. So, you know, everywhere I go, I got a personal bottle on me. So I had a personal bottle of hen on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell my bro who there, put this on camera, nigga, we out the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you start getting tipsy, it don't matter what you say. You start talking all your shit. Pull the bottle out, pour that thing out. take my shots. I'm in that
the
thing.
sound effects for
Yeah,
me.
you know. So we there, boom. Then we get to like, all right, how do we make this marketable? I'm like, fuck it, let's fire up somewhere. Like, let's think of some shit that'll go viral. That was honest. I know people niggas do anything for attention. In that instance, yeah, bitch, you right. Yeah.
And you're gonna repost it too.
Straight up. And you gonna repost it. Like, yeah, factory. So that was how that was. But when they saying like as far as the grocery store and all of that, it was all calculated. You know what I mean? There wasn't no kids around. Like, you know how you put the disclaimer at the beginning, no kids were harmed.
Yeah.
And
the making of this.
In the making of this. It was like one of them type of situations, and walking around and smoking, and that all came about. It was all like marketing. Like, that's just to be honest and full transparency. That's what that was about. I know I got I got some flack from it. Like I said, love me or hate me, you gonna know me. It was some flack like, he was smoking his kids and everything. But the crazy thing about it is I was in the toy section, but I actually was shopping for my daughter. Dead ass, no bullshit, no cap. I actually was there to grab her some toys because she got this thing where every time she come to me, she say, Dada, I want some toys. That's how she say toys. So I'd be like, damn, I gotta go get her some toys because her mama fit to bring her to me, some toys. And we was there and I'm literally looking at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Blue. You know what I'm saying? You look at me in a toy aisle, I'm looking at Blue, I'm literally contemplating, would she like this? You know what I mean? I got a little piano. I'm like, I know she like instruments. I love instruments as well. Boom. It wasn't until after it was shot, filmed, and I had the process like, nigga, you was in a toy section smoking. It's like, whoa, what was you doing? So, I mean, that's how it came out, but it never was no ill intent, or it never was nothing that was just trying to be like just superior ignorance. You know what I mean?
It's marketing. I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that song though. What made you want to cover that song? You a Birdman fan?
Oh, that happened with so I am signed to Empire. I'm at the studio. Crazy story. I'm at the studio from the incident we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
I had a dedicated well-paid lawyer. I was on house arrest, and I was able to work out this agreement to where it was work. You know, I'm a professional recording artist, so I can actually leave the crib and go to the studio and go record it. As I'm one of the sessions I did, like through Empire, I'm there. I pull up, it's me and P, and Clayton Williams is there, and he's like, he heard my voice. I think he been wanting to work with me or something like that, but he asked me like, you ever heard the song Out the Ghetto? I'm like, yeah, I think everybody heard that song. You know, that was like an anthem. That's like the Gucci Man and Jeezy, like, you know what I mean? My chain hangs down on my dick. That's one of the ones where you gotta know if you was raised, you know what I'm saying, in some type of hood, or you been in a hood setting. And I'm like, yeah. He like, man, we should do something like that with your voice to like a record like that. I'm like, bet, let's do it. Instantly, I'm thinking like when I say let's do the record or whatnot, we gonna come back. I'm so used to like just telling people like we gonna link up, we gonna come back. Like we'll be like, all right, boom, you do that, all right, we gonna link up, I'm gonna hit you. At that moment, like, nah, boom. It was a guitarist. He's you know what I'm saying, he's so dope, high tone. He come in, he play the strings, and then we got like an in-house producer, slight work. He in there, so once the vision come together with Clayton Maestro'd in it, he was like, let's remake. It was Clayton Williams' idea, let's remake that song. And we put everything together. It was all did live. Like, we didn't sample anything. Those strings were played live. Oh. Like, literally, that's like fire. Right then and there. And then Slight was on the drum pad, getting everything together with the, you know what I mean? And Clayton come in and he add his and everything, do it. And then after that, when we actually finished it, I'm like, everybody in there knew the record was out of there, like type as far as like vibe. Yeah. It was like, damn, because like knowing me, it's like I can take the whole record, but it's like we need a feature for this joint. You know what I mean? So when we like, all right, who we put on it? So it was multiple names listed out there, you know, for like the biggest rah-rah, like, you know, who gonna make the biggest bang or splash in the water. And then PK, like, I don't know, man. Like, you got to know Chop. Chop kind of, you know, he kind of, you know, we should holla at Chop. You know, he on the original. But I thought other than that, it made perfect sense. You know what I mean? If you gonna pay homage, you gonna redo a record. You saw like with Ty Dolla $ign and E40 with Don't Save Her, he went and grabbed 40. You know what I mean? It made perfect sense to go grab the person who, you know, was originally on the record to come bring it on. And then that's how that got put together, you know, grabbed him and did it. And then what made, even if it was to like go flat right now and don't do no numbers tomorrow, which is, we know that's crazy, you know, but I would feel like it was a success because Chop himself, that was on the original with Birdman, he didn't even know me from a can of paint. When he got sent the record and did it, he was more excited about it than me. He sent me literally like the biggest blessing ever. Like, this is like the 2022 version of this, but better.
That's what's up.
And
how'd that make you feel?
I was speechless. Cause at first, you know, it's so industry now. You don't know if somebody trying to hype you, gas you, or just put a battery in your back. But it was genuine, and it made me feel speechless. Like, damn, like I bodied that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give myself some props. Pat yourself on the back, Mico. Pat yourself on the back, Mico. I did that. You know what I'm talking about? And then that's how that came together. Slight So Dope though, like I told you, the producer, he helped me with the hook. I got stuck on the hook. And Slight, I forgot what he said. He said some slick shit, and it helped me keep going. Cause yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you said that I asked you who influenced you rap. You said myself, but who were like your musical influences? Like, what were you listening to when you were like, I could do that?
Musical. Musically, I always feel like I'm better than everybody. It sucks because it's like that confidence and cockiness and make people dislike you. You know what I mean? Because it's like, nah, I think you ain't, but that's how I move. That's how I work. You know what I mean? I hear a song and I don't critique anything they do negatively, but I look at something I would have did better. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to like the influences and things like that, it never was the actual music, but I think the lifestyle branding is what like had me. Okay. You know what I mean? Like when I turned on, you know what I mean, like BET, and you watching a Nelly tip drill video on some type, you know what I mean? I'm looking like they going crazy. You got Nelly and all his mans in them, and they got the females going crazy. And it's just, I need a tip drill. It's like boom, DC 50, you know what I mean? Got this big mansion in Connecticut, and you looking at the G Unit, they all iced out. They got the spinner joints, you know what I mean? Like, and then like when you get to like the actual like the Bay, if I had to like say my influences and things like that, I think like 40 for sure. And it was just on the strength of, I really wasn't, I hate saying it because it's like, I don't like to get the flack from it. I don't be wanting do not negatively comment on anything I have going on. Don't send no tomatoes. Don't send that to my joint, yo. But I wasn't really into what people had out here in the Bay, unless it was like an artist that was just, you know, saying some real shit. But 40, you know what I'm saying? He did my ghetto report card. That joint right there, I was in the parties and it was going crazy, and it made me like go tune in to that type of shit right there. And I think that if we had to say like a Bay Area musical influence, I think that's what did it for me. Looking at what it did and how it controlled the crowd type shit. That was dope to me.
Nice. Okay. So let's talk about another song you dropped recently, I'm in Love. So
what a poppin' ass bitch.
What was the inspiration for that? Was it being married?
Nah, that record was done before that. Yeah. Honestly, it was, to be honest, it was just I felt like on my Pac shit, like I felt like I had to rock them with my 40s, and it was all the niggas, you know what I mean? All the dudes, all that masculinity. It was just, and I'm like, man, I need something for the females, you know what I mean, that's gonna do that. And the way somebody, it worked, you know what I mean, I'm like, it opened up, you know, the Casanova side of me, you know what I mean, the Romeo side of me, where it's like, you know what I mean, like.
That song's hella good, by the way.
Thank you.
It's hella good.
Thank
The video's
you.
hella good. It's
Thank
fire.
you. I appreciate that. And that's what you know, made me like I wanna cater to the woman who do everything on her own for real. Mm-hmm. She may even have a man living with her, but she do everything. Like, you know what I mean? She is his support system. She is his mental psychologist. Mm-hmm. She is the breadwinner for real, believe it or not. Like, as men, we have an ego, so we ain't gonna admit it. But women are so slick, they'll let you think you just the breadwinner. You the nigga. Like, you know what I mean? That just her being a good, but that was an ode to that woman that let him think he was the nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm in love with you, baby. That's that. You know, I'm in love with a popping ass bitch. Like, you listen to it. Like, she go get that bad, she do her shit. Mm-hmm. She pay all her bills all on her own. She pay her rent. Mm-hmm. She be out of town. She bossing up. She taking trips. She don't want for nothing. Got a spot. She got a whip. Tell my niggas I'm in love with a popping ass bitch.
Period. It's fire. It's fire.
I'm glad you love that.
Yeah, I do.
You gotta get that album then. You gonna love all them joints.
And so is the. Can we fast forward to that?
Let's go.
So is the whole album gonna be like that?
A majority of the records are that. I do, you know what I mean? If you know me as a person, it do have a street element. Like the intro come on, it's titled 7. And it's like, it's just going straight at it. Like, for all my fans who was fans of Rockin' With My 40, fans of Hallelujah Reloaded, fans of No White Flags, those is projects that's out now, you know what I mean?
This is your 4th album, right?
Yeah, this would be number 4. So it's like, this my first official one though. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't never, everything else was on my own. Like, you know what I mean? It was just, this the first time I ever got like a team with me to do it. Mm-hmm. So I felt like I was able to execute a little bit better. Yeah, this is a take 2 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many songs can we expect?
It's gonna be 12 on this joint. 12. But not to like, you know, like to run away from your question. Majority of songs on there are on the path of catering to our queens. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Catering to you. Thanks. You know what I mean? I want you to get in the whip and I want you to feel like you ain't gotta put on no, you know what I mean? You don't gotta go to your female artist to hear the love. You ain't gotta go to Janae, you know what I mean?
You know, that's deep. That's deep because, yeah, we do.
You know what I mean? You going to, and then when you, like, SZA got the, she got the single that's going crazy right now. I hate you. Like, you don't gotta go to SZA. You don't gotta go to Summer Walker. You can go to Mico Cocky, you know what I'm saying?
That's
and
new.
he gon', you know what I'm saying? He ain't really just judging you. You know what I mean? I got a record on there titled Gold Mine. It's exactly what it say. Like, every female out there, I'm gonna tell you right now, every woman out there, listen, we not on no pimp shit. We not on no trying to solicit or have you do anything you're uncomfortable with. But between your legs is a gold mine. We ain't talking about selling it. We just talking about the value it hold. You know what I mean? Like, you walk around, women run the world. Yeah. They understand it, but they sometimes women themselves, they play the back burner. Like Michelle Obama to Barack Obama to let the man shine. But it's more like you really have the power to, if Michelle wanted, Obama would have been doing burpees on the front lawn of the motherfucking White House right now at her. Nigga, give me 10. Give me 10.
He go do it.
He did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But she know how to do it and stuff like that. So that's how it's going to go. So.
That's what's up. Did you intentionally drop it during Women's Month, or that just happened to link up?
You know what? That was the stars aligning.
Yeah.
That was the stars aligning for real. Like how it came like that. And I'm just blessed to be able to put the music out and then hear women like yourself hear it. You know what I mean? And appreciate it. I can't wait to hear the reaction. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I don't want y'all to feel like y'all have to go to another female, because every woman, like, you got a male best friend?
I got a few.
You got a few?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Do you relate more to to the, like, all right, let's say in real life, you know what I'm saying? No, don't get shy on me now. In real life, opinion-wise, when it's coming from a male, do you feel like it's more direct, especially when he ain't trying to get the 90?
Yeah, because men have more logic for the most part.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like seeing things like clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the logic for me. You know?
Factory.
I'm not emotionally, you know.
Yeah.
Driven. I'm like mentally driven.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check, and that's how I feel like when I'm coming with my music. Like, I want you to check in, you know what I'm saying, and then listen, and then you feel motivated, and you feel like, damn, he understand me. You know what I mean? And that's coming from my experiences with it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You mentioned earlier, you was like, oh, you married. You know what I mean? And that come from that.
Yeah.
That's just how I want you to receive it, and I want you to, like, I want to motivate you without feeling like you got to shake your ass. You know what I mean? Trust me, I got some shake your ass shit. I'm still going to tell you, shake your ass. You know what I'm saying? Pop that shit. But at the same time, I want you to feel like you're not left out from a male's perspective.
Love that. I'm excited to hear it. And so earlier you mentioned Seven when you brought up the intro to your album. So you're the CEO of Seven Entertainment. Can you tell me about that? Like, what is that exactly?
Okay, so Seven Entertainment was named after my daughter.
Nice. Is it spelled like that too?
SEVYN.
So cute.
Yes, Factory. Yeah. And how that happened was I got presented with an opportunity to have my own record label. I haven't even expanded or done anything yet other than myself, but down the line with a 10-year plan, I definitely want artists, you know what I mean? I expect them to be bigger than I ever can even dream for myself. And when I was presented with the opportunity to sign, when I came to Empire, you know what I mean, with PK and John, Ghazi himself, you know, if nobody out there know, he from the same neighborhood as I'm from, Trail Hill. It was like, it wasn't just like, okay, you just gonna sign for this and that. I was able to have my own label.
That's what's up.
And that's what, and from there, I'm like, I get my own label? You know what I mean? What that mean? I get to put out my music through that?
I don't think I've ever heard anybody signing to a label and then being okay with him also having his own label. Like,
that's Factory.
That's
yeah.
dope.
That was the opportunity I was presented with, and I took full advantage of it. So, you know what I mean? Be expecting a lot of music, you know what I mean, coming soon for myself and in the future from artists from Seven Entertainment.
That's what's up. Excited. Glad to hear it. Okay, so what's coming up for you? I know you have your listening party on Thursday. You can talk about that. But is there anything else? Like, what else is going on?
All right. So we got the listening party on Thursday.
Is that open to everybody?
Invite only.
Okay.
Invite only. You see, you special, so you invited.
I'll be there.
Nah, but if you wanna, you know, if you wanna come, you can reach out to me. You know what I mean? I'm not like discluding anyone. You know, it's just like if it makes sense to come through or whatever. I'm just not gonna have, you know what I mean, such and such coming there. It's like, what is it, like, whatever, like that. But if you're a fan, I would never deny no fan. Like, come. You know what I mean? Yeah. Be the first to hear this new music and stuff like that. That's on Thursday. And then, wait, I don't know when it's going to be released, so I got to say the actual date. What's the actual date? The Friday 11th, the album, The Bad Guy, is dropping. And then the party is when? Thursday, March 10th in San Francisco, taking place from 7 to 10 p.m. The video. Oh, yeah. All right, so we talk about stuff that's coming up. We got the video. You know what I mean? I shot a video with... if y'all familiar with Seti Hendrix, you know what I mean, signed to Generation Now. That's with DJ Drama. And, you know, they got a big artist right now, Jack Harlow out there. He just dropped Nail Tech, you know.
Fire.
Kanye shouted him out, you know what I mean? But Seti a dope artist, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I feel like we in a similar situation, except for his platform is a little bigger right now. But I feel like when we connected, it was like perfect. So I got a record called Dope Girl featuring him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's about a dope girl. You know what I mean? So that dropped. The video and song dropped the same time as the album on Friday, March 11th. It's going to be dope. And then on Saturday, I got a show with NLE Chopper. Walk him down. Walk him down.
Okay.
Walk him down. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have Haiti Baby in the building as well, and that's in Sacramento. We got that coming. And then on March 25th, in the city, it's a high school event going on. It's like a festival at Thurgood Marshall. Nice. And then my brother DJ Black Mark hit me up and pulled me on board with it. I think Lil Kayla gonna be there, and maybe Factory. Nice. Yeah, I think a couple of other artists gonna be there. So it's gonna be a good look. It's gonna be a good time. And other than that, you know, we moving and grooving, we working.
Nice. This is gonna be your first time performing at a school?
No, it's actually not.
That's always exciting. I remember being the student and like having celebrities come and perform. It's so fun. Like it really like makes your whole week at school. So that's lit.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, but it's like to be in that position. It's not my first time, but I do know that feeling right there. When I was at Balboa High School, like I just had a talk with Fab. I was telling Fab, he always showed me love. Every time he see me, superstar. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a good feeling. But he came up to my high school, you know what I'm saying, and he performed, and I to me those were like my superstars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just had the opportunity through PK to do a record with Huss. And I remember at that same time that Fab came through to perform them songs, when we left school, them scrapers was pulling up, playing bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Huss is going crazy. Like, it's so, to have this come to, like, you know what I mean, full circle like that is just beautiful. Like, especially like you said, that energy at schools. Yeah. It's like you can put yourself in the student's position and be like, you know how you appreciated that. Mm-hmm. So for me, I think those are probably the moments where I'm not a shy dude, but my nerves start messing with me because I don't want to mess up that moment for them.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You won't, though. You'll be good. It'll be good. All right, so we like to bring the show to a close with you telling kids that are watching that might want to be in your position or might want to do some of the same things that you've done. What is some advice that you would give them?
Honestly, don't stop and be yourself and don't worry about what everybody else saying. Like, one thing I learned through all of this is someone else is always going to have a narrative for you. And I feel like you shouldn't let that discourage what you do. Whether you weak, whether you tight, whether you know what I mean, like you control your own narrative. If I had to say anything, control your own narrative, for real. And when you do apply yourself all the way. A lot of times in life, I found myself shortchanging myself. Like, I still feel like I tell you know what I'm saying, tell management all the time, I feel like I should have been in the league in football. You know what I mean? I played semi-pro football, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ran a 4.41, you know what I mean? I felt like I should have been in the league, but I didn't apply myself. Like, you know what I mean? So I tell the youth out there, apply yourself, meaning like take it serious. It ain't about trying to get the Instagram clips, the videos that look like you working, but actually doing it. You know what I mean? Actually putting the work in. Like, and it's crazy because now we in later, and now I'm at this stage in my career. I finally feel myself actually taking my own advice, like applying myself, and I'm seeing the progression. And that's why I can sit here and say, that's my advice I'm giving you. Apply yourself. Don't shortchange yourself.
I feel that. I love that how you closed that, though. That was really good advice. I hope you guys listen to him. I mean, he has all the confidence. Like, you know, like, don't you want to be like this guy? You know, follow your dreams, work hard. But thank you guys for watching. We super, super appreciate it. I'm Tori Hayes.
I'm Mico Cocky.
And we out this bitch.
Head out. No head out. No head out. Nigga, this beat bang on mine. Got it out the mud, my nigga.